Should the Bulls foul? No. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most underrated and undervalued superstars in NBA history. Some say that he doesn't play defense, that all he wants to do is score, that he's a ball hog and he doesn't play to win. Well, I believe those people are wrong. Melo was a great scorer, but his game was more than that. He was a great overall basketball talent. Unfortunately, he was never in a great situation to win, especially having to go up against the likes of Kobe in the Lakers, Duncan in the Spurs, and Dirk in the Mavs. And that was just out west in his Denver days. Then when he was with the Knicks, he had to go up against the Miami Heat Big Three, the gritty Chicago Bulls led by the young former MVP D Rose, and the Boston Celtics Big Three. So what his career lacked that elusive championship, he's still a superstar in my eyes. You know, maybe, just maybe, if he played in a different era, a more spread out one like it is today, where scoring is encouraged, or maybe even if he got drafted by a different team, one that builds a championship caliber supporting class around him, or maybe it just all stays the same. Carmelo Anthony still finishes his career with no ring. Maybe, but those are just a bunch of maybe. And I'm not really a big fan of maybes, so I have a fact for you. Fact: on April 5th, 2003 in New Orleans, a 18-year-old Carmelo Anthony laced up his kicks and put on his signature headband. He then stepped onto the court to play against Texas in the Final Four semifinals. How does he fare out? Well, let's find out. This is NBA 2K20, creating a legend. What's good? What's up? What's good? It's Marine Mike here. And as you've seen in the intro, I hope you enjoyed the intro. Now we're playing NBA 2K20, create a legend, Carmelo Anthony. So I know in the intro I stated that, that's a good shot, green light. I know in the intro I stated that this is April of 2003. But for the sake of the create a legend, what I'm going to do is be putting him in the 2020 NBA draft. So he would be in the draft with LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, that's a good shot. With LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman. So he will be in that draft. Now with that being said, how I perform with Carmelo over this semifinal matchup, that's a shot. Over this semifinal matchup, if we win and then the national championship after that, will affect his draft stock. So what I'm going to do, I'm setting Carmelo's ceiling as the 3rd overall pick. And we're in. So I'm setting his ceiling as a 3rd overall pick because in real life he did win the semifinal Final Four matchup as well as the national championship, but he was still selected 3rd overall, even though it was behind LeBron and Darko. Everybody thought Darko was going to be the next big European player at the time. I'm still going to set his ceiling to being the 3rd overall pick in the draft. So if I go ahead and win both these games, perform well, then the highest he'll be drafted is 3rd overall, so he'll probably go 3rd overall. Now, if I win this game but lose the national championship, then he's going to fall more to that 4, 5, 6 spot. And then if I lose this game that I'm playing now, he'll drop to that 6, 7, 8, 9 spot. So basically, that's how my play here in college in this Final Four is going to affect Carmelo's draft spot. Now with the Carmelo Anthony player model I'm actually using. So the youngest Carmelo Anthony in base 2K is the one on that 2008-2009 Denver Nuggets team. And he still looks a little bit older than that. So what I did is I took the rookie. So like when you go and download the 2003 draft class in 2K, I took that Carmelo Anthony. Now if you take that Carmelo Anthony base, he looks like the current day Carmelo that plays on the Portland Trailblazers. So I took those attributes, but I created a sort of face scan of how I believe Carmelo would look while at Syracuse. You know, younger face, not as many tattoos, not any tattoos actually in the player model. He did have tattoos on Syracuse, but not nearly as much as he had when he was on Denver and such. So that's the Carmelo, that's the base model we're using. He's an 83 overall, base attributes from the draft class. So I will be using this player model, as in his looks, for at least his rookie and sophomore season in the NBA. And then if you guys would like, we could switch it after that for his 3rd year in the league to that Denver Nuggets Melo. We won't switch over the attributes. Whatever attributes we have at the time is the attributes we're going to stay with. But we can't switch over to that Denver Nuggets Melo for the looks. When we get into the season, I'm still trying to figure out what kind of progression system I would like to use. I'm not sure if I just want to do the 2K progression where I just wait for him to be progressed at the end of every season, or if I'm going to do more of a how I play affects his progression type of system. Yeah, but for now, for these 2 college games, we will be playing 5-minute quarters. You're not able to do halves or anything like that. I don't have mods or anything. Ooh, green light, good shot. In the semifinal matchup against the Texas, Carmelo Anthony went ahead and scored 33 points, I believe, and like 14 rebounds. So I guess that could sort of be our baseline for this game here. But it's 2K, and I'm playing on only 5-minute quarters, so it's probably not going to reflect as well. So basically, from the point on after the national championship, we're going on a whole new path with Carmelo. The only thing we're staying true to is him having gone to Syracuse in college and made it to the Final Four that year. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, just gonna play out this game to the best of my ability. Hopefully we get some dubs. Hopefully we get put up numbers, and then we can start this career of Carmelo Anthony. So throughout the Create a Legend, we're gonna have different storylines and scenarios that could affect his gameplay, could affect his contract, stuff like that. We're gonna make this as basically this is gonna be one of the most realistic of a My Career I can create without the actual My Career system. And I want this to be also pretty interactive. So if you guys have any suggestions for scenarios, please feel free to leave a comment. All right, but we got 2:30 left in the first half here against Texas. Oh, they keep doing that hook, but we're going to take it. Also, on offense, and I'm running the coach's set most of the time. I probably haven't just because I'm talking right now, not really focused on the game. But I will be running the coach's set. Whatever play the coaches call is what I'll run through right now. But of course, Melo is first and foremost a scorer. His game is more than that, but he's first and foremost a scorer. So that's one thing I definitely will emphasize doing. Just so in case anybody asks, I am playing on Hall of Fame difficulty. I will continue to play on Hall of Fame difficulty. As Melo progresses, if it becomes easier, I will adjust the sliders for it to be more difficult. But for now, we will be playing on Hall of Fame difficulty. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on how we should progress his attributes or badges, please feel free to share those as well. Green light, go pull up. Good team defense. Honestly, playing on Jim Boeheim, we will be in a 2-3, so I'm going to switch to a 2-3. Good pass. Bang out. That's how you run the floor. That's how you run the floor right there. Right now. That 2-3 was locking up. Let's go. Let's push. Who's running with me? Hey! I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm there. Good closeout. Good contest. Oh, they let him get the board. Another one. Perry been hitting. Why would you not step up? That was out of my zone. That's why I didn't step up, because I thought he was going to swing corner. This Perry dude is on fire, though. Player of the game, though. Carmelo Anthony. Good cut. Good play outside. That's what I like. Good play out of the timeout. Good call, coach. That's clutch right there. That's clutch right there. That's clutch right there. Stay in this 2-3. Stay in this 2-3. Everybody hold your zone. Hold your zone. Step up. I got corner. I still got corner. We're good. We're good. Get out there. We're good. Rotate. I'm rotating down. Step up. Go corner. I'm there. Hand up. I had a hand up. I had a hand up. We're pushing. I had a hand up. Bang out. Oh, big layup, Melo. Come on, I'm the best foul shooter on the team. Get the ball in my hand, coach. There we go. Get the ball in my hands, coach. Get the line. These are automatic. Clutch. MVP. MVP. You hear the crowd. MVP. MVP. Let's go. It would be MOP in this case, most outstanding player of the Final Four. So I'm gonna take it. They're chanting. I'm gonna take it. I heard MOP. Let's go. Look at Melo. And we're going to the national championship game to play the Kansas Jayhawks. So that's gonna do it all for this episode. The first episode of NBA 2K20, Creating a Legend, Carmelo Anthony.